Now you see here that you have sine and cos, sine in the numerator. You have two fractions. In the first one, you have sine in the numerator, cos in the denominator. In the second fraction, you have sec in the numerator, cosec in the denominator. Now, as I told you that cos is a very good trigonometric function. Okay, among all the three brothers, cos is the best one. Okay, very good charactered one. Okay, so you should have a little bit of extra love for cos. So try to change everything to cos. So here you have sine 72. I can change sine to cos. How will I change? I write sine as cos, and then I have to change the angle also, right? By what I will change the angle? I will subtract the angle from 90 degree. Why did I write it this way? You can change this to sine also, no problem. You can change this to, you can also write this as, you can keep sine 72 as it is, and you can write this in the denominator you have cos, you can write it as sine. Write this as 90 minus 18. Is it clear? You can write this way also. But the question is, why did I change any one of them? Why I change any one of them? Because I saw that when I add these two angles, I am getting 90 degree. Do you see this? When I add these two angles, I'm getting 90 degree. All of you have seen this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That is why, because I know that if I add these two angles, I get 90 degree. That is why I change either to this or to this. I would prefer this. Okay. So if I change sine to cos, then this is what I'll get. And here you know that here again you see that 32 plus 58. If you add, you will get 90. Also, what you see is sec can be changed to cosec, and cosec can be changed to sec. So keep sec as it is, because I told you cos is a very good function. So don't try to change cos. Keep cos as it is. That is cos and sec. Okay, because they are reciprocal of each other. And you can change cosec to sec. So if you change cosec to sec, you have to subtract 58 degree from 98 degree. Is this step clear? This becomes cos 18 degree divided by cos 18 degree minus this becomes sec 32 degree, and here also we get sec 32 degree. So what happens? This and this cancels, this and this cancels. So you get 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Okay. Can I move on to the next one then?
Yes, sir.
Next question is prove that. We start from the left hand side. For proving sum, normally we start from the left hand side. Left hand side is sine square 28 degree minus cos square 62 degree. Now there's another thing that you see here is if you add up these two angles, you get 90 degree, right? So what you do is and also what you see is that sine and cos are interchangeable. Sine can be changed to cos and cos can be changed to sine. So you change either one of them because the sum is 90 degree of the two angles. You change either one of them to sine or cos. Let us change everything to cos. So sine you write as it is because there's a square here. So before changing, I would like to write this as sine 28 degree square. And I write this as cos 62 degree square. Okay. Now sine 28 degree, sine can be changed to cos. I write this as 90 degree minus 28 degree. And I also have a square, right? And I write this as cos 62 degree square. So cos 90 minus 28 will give you 62 degree, right? Square minus cos 62 degree square. Now you can write here 0 because both will cancel each other. Or what you can do is you can first write this as cos square 62 and write this as cos square 62, and then you can write 0. Clear?
Yes, sir.
We'll move on to the next one. These are exercise problems now. Okay. Question here is find the value of 2 root 2 cos 45 degree cos 60 degree plus 2 root 3 sin 30 degree tan 60 degree minus cos 0 degree. Now for the standard angles, first we'll put all the values. Which are the standard angles here? Right, 2 root 2 cos 45 is a standard angle, right? What is the value of cos 42 from the table? If you learn, cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Cos 60 is also a standard angle. How much is cos 60? Half
Sir, half.
plus 2 root 3. Sin 30 is half. Tan 60 is root 3. Cos 0 is 1. Okay, so now what cancels here? See that 2 and 2 will cancel. Root 2 and root 2 will cancel. So you simply get 1 here. And here 2 and 2 will cancel. Root 3 into root 3 will give you, how much will give you? Root 3 into root 3 will give you 3, right? Minus, and you have a minus 1 here. So this is 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. And that is your answer. As simple as this. Let's see the next one. Prove that 4 sine to the power of 430 plus cos to the power of 460 minus 3 cos square 45 minus sine square 90 degree is equal to 2. You need to show that all this on the left hand side is equal to 2. So we start from the left hand side. LHS is equal to 4 sine to the power of 430 degree plus cos to the power of 460 degree minus 3 cos square 45 degree minus sine square 90 degree. This is your left hand side. First of all, what you do is you write everything to the power of 4 here. Whatever the power is, you write the power. So you can write sine to the power of 430 as sine 30 to the power of 4. And you can write cos 60 as cos to the power of 460 as cos 60 to the power of 4 minus 3 cos square 45 you can write as cos 45 degree square minus sine square 90 you can write as sine 90 degree square. Okay. Now sine 30 degree you know is the value is half. So this becomes half to the power of 4 plus cos 60 is again half, right? Minus 3 cos 45. Cos 45 is how much? 1 by root 2. Try to remember the values as I tell you. Then what will happen is if you keep hearing the values, you will learn the values. Sine 90 is 1. So this becomes 1 square. So 4. Now 1 by 2 to the power of 4 is half 2 to the power of 4 is 1 to the power of 4 by 2 to the power of 4. How much is 2 to the power of 4? 16. Minus plus. This is also 1 by 16. Minus 3. 1 by root 2 square is half. Minus 1. Okay, now you take the LCM here. And you take the LCM here. So what happens? This 4 will cancel here. So you'll get 2 by 4 first fraction minus 3 times 1 minus 2 is minus 1 by 2. Now this will cancel here. So you get half. And this minus will combine with this minus to give you a plus sign 3 by 2. Again, you take the LCM, you get 1 plus 3 by 2, which is equal to 4 by 2, which is equal to 2. And that is what you have to prove is equal to RHS. Proved. Okay. These are just putting the values. If you know the standard angles, just put the values and you simplify. That is all you have to do. And as I told you, as I am, uh, dictating the values in the problem, try to hear them. Hearing also, you learn a lot from hearing. In fact, if you want to learn up the tables, my advice to you is, if you want to be confident with the tables, record your own voice on the phone. Okay, along with the table. Like you can record it as sine 0 is equal to 0, sine 30 is equal to half, sine 45 is equal to 1 by root 2, and so on. Record it. Say a 1 minute recording, audio recording, and then before sleeping, you put on your earphone and you put it on repetitious mode, right? Keep it on repeat mode so that you keep hearing it, and hear it for 10 minutes before sleeping, and I'm sure you'll be comfortable. You'll be confident with the values. Let's see the next problem. If x is equal to 30 degree, verify that tan 2x is equal to 2 tan x by 1 minus tan square x. So given here, x is equal to 30 degree. Okay. You need to verify. Verify means you need to prove. And if you want to prove, then what do? You prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side, right? What is the left hand side here? Left hand side here is tan 2x, which is equal to tan. Put the value of x. 2 into 30 is 60. And tan 60 is the standard angle, which is equal to root 3. So left hand side is equal to root 3. What about the right hand side? Right hand side is 2 tan x by 1 minus tan square x. Put the value. 2 tan 30 degree divided by 1 minus tan square 30 degree, which is tan 30. What is the value? 1 by root 3 divided by 1 minus 1 by root 3. Now sometimes just a note, okay? Just small trick for you to remember. Sometimes you get confused between tan 30. While memorizing, you will come across this. You will get confused between the values of tan 30 and tan 60. Tan 30 is actually 1 by root 3 and tan 60 is root 3, right? So you might get confused. Is tan 30 equal to root 3 or 1 by root 3? Then how will you solve, how will you, get over that, this doubt? See that this is a 30 and 60. Which one is the lower angle? 30 degree, right? And among 1 by root 3 and root 3, which one is the lower one? 1 by root 3. So that means lower angle means lower value. Higher angle means higher value. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
You can remember it this way also. If that is if you get confused between the two values. So now let's simplify this. Get 2 by root 3. And here you have 1 minus 1 by root 3 square is simply 1 by 3. So in the numerator now you have 2 by root 3. And you can take the LCM here to get 3 minus 1 by 3. Get 2 by root 3. And here you get 2 by 3. You get 2 by root 3 divided by 2 by 3. 2 by root 3 into 3 by 2. 2 cancel here. You simply get 3 by root 3. Now 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. So 1 root 3 will cancel. Simply get root 3, which is equal to RHS. Is it clear? Any question in the last step? No? So
Yes,
move on to
sir.
yes, tell me, what is the question?
Sir,
Tell me.
how is it come 2 root 3?
2 root 3.
Sir, in the last answer.
Where is 2 root 3? I am I
No,
got
no, sir.
hmm.
2
Say
root 3, sir. Not 2. Means, sir, there is the double root 3.
yeah, 2 root 3s. Okay. You in the last step you had got 3 by root 3, right? Isn't it? From here you're asking.
Yes, sir.
Now 3 you know is root 3 into root 3 is equal to 3, right? So 3 can be broken up as root 3 into root 3, isn't it? Because root 3 square is equal to 3, right? So you can write 3
Yes,
as
sir.
root 3 square. Now this can be written as root 3 into root 3. Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving on to number 4. I think there's a small mistake. I forgot to put this umbrella over 3. Okay. There should be an umbrella over 3 here. And there should be an umbrella over 3 here. Okay. Next, number 4. If theta is equal to 30 degree, verify that. This is very similar to your last one. You just need to show that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So given here theta is 30 degree. Left hand side is sine 3 theta. Put theta is equal to 90 degree. You all are familiar with the symbol theta? Yes, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
I think I discussed theta. Yes. Sine 90 degree. Sine 90 is 1. So left hand side you're getting as 1. RHS is equal to 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta. Put the value of theta as 30. 3 sine 30 minus 4 sine cube 30. Sine 30 you know is half, minus 4, and sine cube 30 can be written as sine 30 to the power of 3. So this is 3 by 2 minus 4, and now sine 30 is half cube, which is equal to 3 by 2 minus 4 into 1 by 2 cube is 1 by 8. Just cancels here. You simply get 3 by 2 minus half. Take the LCM, you get 3 minus 1 by 2, which is 2 by 2, is equal to 1. So hence, LHS is equal to RHS. Okay. So all these are easy, not a big problem for you. These are actually, formulas which you'll be learning up in class 11 and 12. Sine theta and, the next one also, number 5. This one, this, you have to verify this, sine A minus B. This is actually a formula in trigonometry. This is also a formula in trigonometry. Okay, let's see. Here, out here, you don't need to learn. You just need to verify here. So given here, A is equal to 60 degree and B is equal to 30 degree. Verify that sine A minus B is equal to sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Okay, so the first one. Left hand side is sine A minus B. Put the values. 60 degree minus 30 degree, which is equal to sine 30 degree, which is equal to half. Right hand side here is sine A cos B minus cos A sine B. Put the values. Sine A is sine 60, cos B is cos 30 minus cos A sine B. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. Cos 30 is also root 3 by 2, right? Minus cos 60 is half. Sine 30 is also half. That means root 3 into root 3. Multiply these two, you'll get 3. And denominator 2 into 2 will give you 4. Minus, again here you'll get 1 4. So now 3 minus, if you take the LCM, you get 3 minus 1 by 4. And therefore you get 2 by 4, which is equal to half. So left hand side is equal to half and the right hand side is also equal to half. Hence LHS is equal to RHS. Okay, this was the first one. Let us see the second one. Left hand side here is tan A minus B. A here is 60 degree. B here is 30 degree. So tan 30. What is the value of tan 30? 1 by root 3. Right hand side is tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. Put the values. Tan A 60 minus tan B 30 divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. Tan 60 is root 3. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. This is what you get in the numerator. In the denominator, 1 plus tan 60 is root 3. And tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So this root 3 and this root 3 will cancel. And in the numerator, if you take the LCM, LCM will be root 3, right? Because here in the denominator, I have root 3. So LCM will be root 3. And here I have a 1. So root 3 by 1 will be root 3, and root 3 into root 3 I'll get here. Root 3 into root 3 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So what do I get here? I get 3 minus 1 by root 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 2 by root 3 divided by 2, which is equal to 2 by root 3. You can write this as divided by 2. This extra step I'm showing you. 2 by root 3, I could have cancelled here only. Okay. Anyway, this is into half. So now you can cancel here. You get 1 by root 3. So left hand side was 1 by root 3. Right hand side is also equal to 1 by root 3. Hence, LHS is equal to RHS. That's done. Any question till this part? All clear.
No, sir.
Okay, let us see the next one. All this was verification sums. So these are very, very easy ones. Look at number 16. Number 60 is, I think, a little different. If theta is an acute angle and sine theta is equal to cos theta, find the value of theta. Hence, find the value of 2 tan square theta plus sine square theta minus 1. So given here, sine theta is equal to cos theta. Okay, now if sine theta is equal to cos theta, what can I write this here? If I divide both sides by cos theta, what do I get? Sine theta by cos theta is equal to 1, right? And what is this sine theta by cos theta? You know sine theta by cos theta is tan theta is equal to 1, right? Now what value of tan is 1? Anyone can tell me what value of tan is 1? What value of tan is 1? None can tell me? Tan 45 is 1. Tan 45 degree is 1. So therefore, instead of this one, I can write here as tan 45 degree. Right? I can write it this way. Can I write this way or not?
Yes, sir.
That means now I can write theta is equal to 45 degree. Now, when I write tan theta is equal to tan 45, and in the next step I write theta is equal to 45 degree. I am not cancelling tan. You will not cancel tan like this. Understood? All of you? Tan theta is equal to tan 45. It has a different meaning altogether. Okay. You know what is the meaning? Let me tell you. And there you cancel tan on both sides, or sine on both sides, or cos on both sides. If you have tan theta is equal to tan 45, you will see later that theta can be written as, not now, after 2 years, you will see that theta can be written as tan inverse tan 45. And tan inverse and tan, this becomes, they nullify each other and then you get 45 degree. So that is why we do not cancel here. Okay. So do not cancel. Now you don't need to write this one. You don't need to write this one. But then that does not mean you will cancel. Okay. Do not cancel tan on both sides. Okay. So theta is equal to 45 degrees. So once we have got the value of theta, now what value you have to find out? So we have to find out 2 tan square theta plus sine square theta minus 1. Put theta is equal to 45. So you get 2 tan square 45 degree plus sine square 45 degree minus 1. 2 tan square 45 means tan 45 degree square plus sine 45 degree square minus 1. Put the value of tan 45. Tan 45 is what value? 1, right? So 2 into 1 square. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. So 2 into 1 square is simply 2. And 1 by root 2 square is half minus 1. Now you take the LCM. 4 plus 1 minus 2. 5 minus 2 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. And that's your answer. Is it clear? Any question in any step? No question?
No, sir.
So do the last sum for today. And most probably tomorrow you may not have a class. We'll wait for announcement. Seven. Given here is 4 cos square x degree minus 1 is equal to 0. And 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 90. What does this symbol mean? Can anyone tell me? What does this symbol mean? I told you back in class 8. If you have x in between, and if you have the lower number here, and if you have a higher number here, what does this mean? This means 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 90. Means x lies between 0 and 90. X lies between 0 degree and 90 degree. Inclusive of both. That means x can be equal to 0 and x can be equal to 90 because you have equality sign here. Okay? Clear with this? This was just a recap. 0 less than equal to x. Less than or equal to 90. Okay? So 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 90 means x is acute. So we start with this. So we have 4 cos square. Now your first question is find out x. So that's what we are doing. Number 1. So we start from what is given. For 4 cos square x degree minus 1 is equal to 0. That means you can write 4 cos square x degree is equal to 1. What is the value of cos square x degree here? 1 by 4. That means cos x degree is, we take the positive square root. Only the positive square root. We don't take the negative square root. Why do we not take the negative square root? Since x is acute. Okay. And as I told you that when x is an acute angle, then all the trigonometric ratios are positive, right? So that is why we take only the positive square root. That means cos x degree must be equal to square root of 1 by 4 is how much? Half. Let's write it this way. Square root of half square. That means cos x degree is half. That means cos x degree is equal to, what is the value of cos which is half? Cos 60 is half. Again, do not cancel cos from both sides. So you get x is equal to 60 degree. Okay, that answers the first question. Find the value of x. Next question is find the value of sine square x degree plus cos square x degree. So sine square x degree plus cos square x degree. Put the value. Sine square 60 degree plus cos square 60 degree. Sine 60 degree whole square plus cos 60 degree whole square. Now, how much is sine 60? Root 3 by 2. Cos 60 is how much? Half. So this is root 3 square by 2 square. This becomes 3 by 4. And this becomes 1 by 4. Now take the LCM. 3 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 4 by 4, which is equal to 1. So sine square x plus cos square x degree is 1. We have got answered the second question also. And the third question. Third question you see here is cos square x degree minus sine square x degree. Cos square x degree minus sine square x degree. Exactly in a similar manner, we'll show. Put x is equal to 60. This is cos 60 degree square minus sine 60 degree square. Cos 60 degree is half minus sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. So this becomes 1 by 4 and this becomes 3 by 4. Now you take the LCM. 1 minus 3 by 4, which is equal to minus 2 by 4. We cancel now, get minus half, and that's your answer. Is it clear? So I can stop here now.